news around Africa and across the nation Nigeria. You're welcome to ITVS National News. My name is Anuluakpo Idowu. In light of the ongoing investigation into the alleged misappropriation of 585 million naira by the suspended Minister of Humanitarian Affairs and Disaster Management, Dr. Betta Edu, the presidency yesterday called for restraint and patience from Nigerians warning against the media trial. The special advisor to the president on information and strategy, Mr. Bayo Onanuga, who said this while responding to fresh revelations on the matter, disclosed that President Bola Tinubu had approved the release of 3 billion naira to verify the National Social Register under the former administration of Mr. Muhammadu Buhari. The Social Register was created for cash transfers and other social investment programs under Buhari. But speaking to newsmen yesterday night, Onanuga said the president has directed the FCC to investigate the Ministry of Humanitarian Affairs and other matters are under investigation already. Away from that now to Nasarawa State, where the Supreme Court today reserved judgment in the appeal filed by the People's Democratic Party, PDP, against the appeal court judgment reinstating the Nasarawa State Governor, Abdullahi Sule. The five-member panel, led by Justice Kudirat Kekere-Ekun, adjourned the matter for judgment after listening to the council's argument on the appeal. Kekere-Ekun noted that parties will be notified when judgment is ready. The State Election Petition Tribunal had sacked the governor and declared David Ombugadu, candidate of the PDP, the winner of the March 18, 2023 election. The tribunal, led by Ezekiel Ajayi, in a split decision of 2-1, held that having evaluated the evidence before the panel, the PDP candidate sustained substantial information in his claims that the poll results were manipulated in favor of Sule. But the appeal court reinstated Sule and held that the tribunal wrongly relied on the evidence of 8 of the PDP witnesses whose statements on oath were not front-loaded alongside the petition. Ombugadu, however, appealed the judgment at the apex court. Away from that now, talking about the CBN situation, where a former director, Research Department, Central Bank of Nigeria, CBN, Dr. Titus Okorom, has emphasized the need for the federal government to borrow more funds to develop the country's infrastructure. Okoromu told newsmen today in Ota, Ogun, that there was nothing bad in borrowing if only the money would be prudently used on projects that would generate revenue for the country. According to him, investment in infrastructure development will attract more foreign investors into the country. He noted that using such loan on capital projects that would assist the country to generate additional revenue that will hasten the repayment of the loan. Okoromu said there was no crude oil producing country exporting crude oil, adding that India had no crude oil but had the refinery in the country. He said that spending borrowed funds for consumptions, paying of salaries and purchasing of vehicles, among others, would make the repayment of the loans difficult and the economy would not grow. Okoromu urged the federal government to do the needful that will make the economy to grow. He stressed the need for good governance to address the problems of the nation that was facing the country, adding, God gave us the resources and population to leverage on. He noted that using such loan on capital projects would assist the country to generate additional revenue that will hasten the repayment of the loan borrowed by the country. Away from that as well, and now, following the recent increase in kidnappings and killings in Abuja, Nyesom Wike, the Minister of the FCT, Federal Capital Territory, has summoned an emergency meeting with heads of security agencies in the FCT. Lately, bandits have been breaking into homes, kidnapping for ransom and killing victims who are unable to pay the ransom they demand. The recent 21-year-old graduate, Nabila Al-Kadiri, and a 13-year-old secondary school student, after their family's failure to meet the deadline of the bandits' ransom payment, has heightened the fear of the residents of the federal capital over the security of the city. Speaking at the meeting, Wike assured that the safety of the FCT residents is guaranteed. The former governor of Rivers State said the federal government is working to support security agents with all they need to tackle insecurity. He also warned the area council chairmen to be alive to their responsibility. And in Lagos State, the Lagos State governor, Mr. Babajide Sanwo-Olu, yesterday assented to the 2.2 trillion naira 2024 appropriation bill passed into law by the State House of Assembly last week. Newsmen reported that the State House of Assembly on Friday, January 5, passed into law the 2.2 trillion naira 2024 appropriation bill at a plenary presided over by the Speaker of the House, Mudashiru Obasa Sanwo-Olu, on Wednesday, December 13th, presented a budget estimate of 2.2 trillion naira for the 2024 fiscal year to the Assembly. Assenting to the approved budget yesterday, the governor noted that there was an addition of 21.743 billion naira by the House as against the size presented to the Assembly in December 2023. Newsman reported that the budget presented to the House had a size of 2.24 trillion naira, comprising 1.02 trillion naira recurrent expenditure, 45%, and 1.22 trillion naira capital expenditure, which is 55% of the budget presented. However, the assented budget comprises 58% of capital expenditure and 42% of recurrent expenditure. From Lagos now to Niger State, where the senator representing Kebbi Central, Senator Adamu Aliero, has lamented the continued closure of the land border between Nigeria and Republic of Niger has caused serious damage to the economy of states bordering the country. Aliero, a two-time governor of Kebbi State, while speaking to a television monitored by news correspondent today, said the closure of the border on the Economic Community of West African States ECOWAS directive was unnecessary and should be revisited. He said federal lawmakers from the affected states in the north had met and called on the federal government to, as a matter of urgency, open the border for business activities. Aliero, a former minister, said most of other countries did not observe sanctions as outlined by ECOWAS on the Niger Republic. He explained that most of the sanctions, especially the closure of the border and cutting off electricity supply to the country, only had negative effect on ordinary citizens and not the military junta as expected. ECOWAS had imposed hefty sanctions against Niger after rebel elite soldiers on July 26 overthrew Mohamed Bazoum, the democratically elected president. Drifting down to Oyo State, where the Oyo State Governor, Engineer Seyi Makinde, has sent a request to the Oyo State House of Assembly to access a loan of 150 billion naira to finance the ongoing Senator Rashidi Ladoja Circular Road in the other infrastructure. The governor, who made the request in a letter forwarded to the state legislature, which was read on Tuesday by the Speaker, Honorable Adebo Ogundoyin. The governor in the letter said the request became necessary to enable the state government to complete the 104-kilometer road project and others alike in the state. The House, while deliberating on the loan request, directed its committees on finance, appropriation and state economic planning, as well as that of works to investigate the loan request. It urged the two joint committees to come up with a comprehensive report on the loan request and the mode of payment. The Speaker, in his submission, stressed the need for the committees to get all necessary briefs on the request and report to the House in 1 week. It's been news around Africa and across the nation, Nigeria. You are still on to the national news on Immaculate Television, and now into the world of entertainment. Nigerian filmmaker Mo Abudu has announced her appointment as the guest programmer of the Academy Museum in Los Angeles in preparation for the 96th Academy Award. The Academy Museum serves as the official museum of the Academy of Motion Pictures, Arts and Sciences, the body that for years has been responsible for the Oscars. The event is scheduled for February 1st to 9th, 2024 in Los Angeles with an array of African movies. The appointment underscores the impact that Nollywood filmmakers have been playing in the international movie industry. The Academy has also invited Nigerians, including the actress Omotola Jolade Kehinde, to vote in some of its categories. The 96th Academy Award will be held on March 11, 2024. And in sports, the Nigeria Football Federation, NFF, has denied allegations of negligence and unprofessional conduct concerning the withdrawal of Spain-based forward Sadiq Umar from the Super Eagles team for the ongoing African Cup of Nations AFCON in Cote d'Ivoire. Umar had to step from the squad due to an injury, with Trabzonspor forward Paul Onuachu replacing him. However, a video of Umar training individually in Spain after his return circulated on social media, leading to criticism of the NFF. Responding to the situation, the NFF's communication department, in a statement released today, noted that Umar's case was professionally handled by the medical team. The statement clarified that Umar arrived at the camp in good condition, underwent standard medical assessment, and sustained a knee injury during a friendly match against Guinea. Despite being advised to be substituted, Umar insisted on playing the entire match. Upon returning to Spain, he experienced swelling in his knee, worsening during the team's travel to Abidjan for the tournament. The NFF stressed that their medical team followed appropriate procedures, consulting a knee surgeon in Spain before deciding to withdraw Umar from the squad. And before we end the news today, recall that you can now stream our live programs on different digital platforms. For iPhone users, Limex World TV app. Android users as well, NetNiger TV app is where to find us. Once and again, my name is Andoluakpo Ido. We say a big thank you for joining us and do enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.